I believe there's more that are coming. Amen. I thank God for my lovely wife, Pastor Cecilia Hunt. Amen. Amen. We thank God for, amen, my chief apostle, Dr. Apostle Lord Michael Hunt. Amen. Thank God for Pastor Joe Walters and his lovely wife. And we give honor to God for reading the home, clap those hands for Apostle Lynnell Walters for 40 years of service in the kingdom. Amen. And we thank God for his lovely wife as well. Yeah. Give honor where honor is due. Hallelujah. Amen. You may be seated. I have an exceptional word for you on tonight. Amen. And it is one of my favorite messages to preach. I've preached it several times. And I give you one guess where I got it from. Give you one guess. Amen. My leadership. Amen. And I don't mind preaching what he preaches. Amen. I don't mind sharing the deposit. Amen. God is wonderful, and he is faithful. Turn with me to the book of Deuteronomy. We're going to talk about honor tonight. We're going to talk about honor, what it means to be honored. Amen. You'd be surprised at what honor really means. Amen. And one of the most difficult times for any leader to endure is a season of celebration, when you're celebrating birthdays and you're celebrating anniversaries and years of service. It's hard on leadership to endure those seasons, because there's no way that you can really adequately honor all the things that they have done, because their price it goes far beyond what you can even imagine. And seem like during times of celebration, the devil starts talking to you and telling you and making you feel as if you're not worthy, or making you feel as if people don't appreciate you or don't adequately celebrate you. Amen. But we need to know what honor really is. Somebody say amen. Amen. And so in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter number 8, we're going to hit some scriptures here, but this is going to bless your spirit tonight. Amen. Deuteronomy chapter number 8, verse number, I'll start reading at verse number 11, but I really want to get to verse 17. And so it says, beware that thou forget not the Lord thy God, in not keeping his commandments and his judgments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses and dwelt therein, when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied, then thy heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, who led thee through that great and terrible wilderness, wherein were fiery serpents and scorpions, and drought, where there was no water, who brought thee forth out of the rock of flint, who fed thee in the wilderness with manna, which thy fathers knew not, that he might humble thee, and that he might prove thee to do thee good at thy latter end. I mean, it was good to know where you came from and remember where you came from. Amen. When God brings you out, you got to know, not forget the journey that he brought you through. But verse number 17, it says, and thou say in thine heart, my power and the might of mine hand have gotten me this wealth. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth. Everybody say to get. Yes. That he may establish his covenant, which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day. Amen. You can be seated. Amen. We're gonna hit quite a few scriptures, so you don't have to stand. And so it says, but thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get. Again, everybody say to get. To get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he sware unto thy fathers as it is this day. And so this is when the children of Israel began to realize that they had the power to get wealth. And this word power here in the Hebrew deals with vigor or active strength. So this is not potential energy. This is more so kinetic energy or power in movement, active strength. It deals with force. And it also means capacity. So it is God that gives us the capacity to get wealth, the means to produce wealth. But it also means, this word power also means ability. God gave us an ability, or he made us able to get wealth. God made us able. I want you to say, God made me able. God made me able. Then verse 19, it says this, and it shall be, if thou do it all, forget the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods, and serve them and worship them, I testify unto you against you this day, that ye shall surely perish. So God says, I'm not gonna give you the wealth, but what I'm gonna do is give you the power to get it. And so while the body of Christ is waiting on God to give us wealth, we need to realize that God has given us the power to get it, or the capacity or the means to get it, the ability to acquire wealth. Somebody say amen. Amen. And so this word to get, this phrase to get, it means to do or to make. And in the Hebrew, it is a Hebrew word, also, and it's the same word in the beginning when God said, let us make man. So let us make man, let us make, also is the same word for to get, when he says to get wealth. And it means to do a work. It means to accomplish something. It means to be busy. So God gave us the ability or the capacity to be busy enough to where now wealth is drawn to us. This is going to bless you tonight. It also means to execute or to exercise. It means to be industrious or resourceful, to get. It means to practice or prepare, to be occupied. So God gave us the ability to be industrious enough, resourceful enough, to where anything that we needed in the ministry would be drawn to us if we work our ability. Somebody say amen. So God gives us the power to get or to make wealth through ministry. Now we need to understand what wealth is. Wealth, in the English definition of wealth, it deals with the abundance of valuable material possessions or resources. It deals with an abundant supply. Watch this. It also means all property that has a monetary value or an exchangeable value. So anything that is worth something, anything that is worth some dollars and some cents is considered acquired wealth. It deals with all material objects that have an economic utility. So if it's something that I can use that can gain me money or finance, then that is also considered wealth. Now, watch this. In the book of 1 Chronicles chapter number 29, we're going to shift here a little bit. I want you to keep all that stuff in mind. In 1 Chronicles 29, turn there real quick, because this is going to bless you. 1 Chronicles 29, chapter 29, start at verse number 1. Now, I'm going to feed your spirit tonight. Look at this. So, in this chapter, I really want to get to verse 10, but just to give you a foundation or the background of this chapter, David is raising an offering for Solomon to build God a house. And so God has given David the awesome responsibility to acquire all of the materials, all of the resources in order for Solomon to build God a house. But before that, watch this. I want to reference this. You don't have to turn there. I want to reference something in 1 Corinthians 3 and 9. 1 3 and 9. Now, I'm going to give you some substance tonight. So I'm reading through this Bible because I really want to bless you. Verse number 9 in chapter 3, in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 9, it says this: For we are laborers together with God. Ye are God's husbandry, ye are God's building, according to the grace of God, which is given unto me as a wise master builder. I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. For other foundation can no man lay that is laid, which is Jesus Christ. Now if any man, look at this, now if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble. So Paul here is outlining 6 different types of material, building materials that can be broken up into 2 categories. You have gold, silver, and precious stones, and then you have wood, hay, stubble. You have a category that is built, that is made up of eternal materials, and then you have another category that is made up of temporary materials. Gold, silver, precious stones, those are eternal materials. Then there is wood, hay, and stubble, which are consumable materials. They are temporary. Somebody say amen. But what he's talking about, really by revelation, he's dealing with, these are by revelation types of people. And these are types of people that we build with. You have gold, silver, and precious stones. And then you have wood, hay, stubble. Then verse 13, it says this: Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. So get this, fire is coming. There is a day that is going to declare that what manner of sort you are. So depending on what kind of material you are in somebody's life, depending on what kind of material you are in a ministry or anything like that, there is a day that is coming that is going to declare what manner of sort you are. And so many times we're dealing with people in our life that we don't know what type of material they are. Everybody has certain types of people in their life. You have temporary people in your life, and you have eternal people in your life. And the problem is you don't know what category they belong in. Come on, somebody. I have the awesome responsibility sometimes to minister to and counsel people who want to be married. And that is the most difficult thing to do sometimes, is counseling people who want to be married. And one time I had to counsel this couple that wanted to be married, and they said this. They said, I know for a fact we're supposed to be married. I know God put us together. Why? I know because we never